Hello children, I welcome you all to the Standard 7 Literature class. Today I will teach you chapter 2. In my previous video we already started this chapter, so let's continue this chapter. Before that, the summary of this story is the story is about a family who recently immigrated from China to the United States of America. One day, the family was invited to visit an American family for the dinner. Since it is impolite not to take one, all the members of the Chinese family got ones. So, this is the summary of this chapter, children. Now, let's continue the chapter. That was a relief. Mother was a good cook, but I wasn't sure if people who ate sour cream would also eat soy sauce. Mother decided not to take a chance. Since we had Western guests, she set the table with large dinner plates with we never used in Chinese meals. In fact, we didn't use individual plates at all, but picked up food from the platters in the middle of the table and brought it directly to our rice bowls. Following the practice of Chinese American restaurants, mother also placed large serving spoons on the platters. The dinner started well. Mrs. Grinson exclaimed at the beautifully arranged dishes of food. At first, I was too busy enjoying my food to notice how the guests were doing, but soon I remembered my duties. Sometimes guests were too polite to help themselves, and you had to serve them with more food. I glanced at Meg to see if she needed more food, and my eyes nearly popped out at the sight of her plate. It was filled with food. She had been taking food from a second dish before she finished eating her helping from the first. Horrified, I turned to look at Mr. Glinson. He was chasing a pea around his plate. Several times he got it to the edge, but when he tried to pick it up with his chopsticks, it rolled back towards the center of the plate again. Finally, he put down his chopsticks and picked up the pea with his fingers. He really did. A grown man. All of us, our family and Chinese guests, stopped eating to watch the activities of the Glinsons. I wanted to giggle. Then I caught my mother's eyes on me. She frowned and shook her head slightly, and I understood the message. The Glinsons were not used to Chinese ways, and they were just coping the best they could. For some reason, I thought of celery strings. When the main courses were finished, Mother brought out a platter of fruit. I hope you weren't expecting a sweet dessert, she said, since the Chinese don't eat dessert. I didn't think to prepare any. Oh, I couldn't possibly eat dessert, cried Mrs. Glinson. I am simply stuffed. Meg had different ideas. When the table was cleared, she announced that she and I were going for a walk. I don't know about you, but I feel like dessert, she told me when we were outside. Come on, there's a Dairy Queen down the street. I could use a big chocolate milkshake. Although I didn't really want anything more to eat, I insisted on paying for the milkshakes. After all, I was still hostess. Children, see some difficult word meanings are given here. Dead silence means complete silence. Lavishly means generously. Buffet means a meal consisting of many dishes from which guests help themselves. Beat a retreat, withdraw quickly. Mortified, highly embarrassed. Spectacle, unusual event that attracts attention. Children, now turn the page. Meg got her large chocolate milkshake and I had a small one. Even so, she was finishing hers while I was only half done. Towards the end, she pulled hard on her straws and went spool shaple. Do you always sloop when you eat a milkshake? I asked before I could stop myself. Meg grinned. Sure, all Americans sloop. Children, sloop means drink something with a loud sucking noise. Okay, thank you.